Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome back to another episode on the Performium Duck SMP. And I am here in the Alchemist Grotto, not doing anything alchemy, but it's a good place to stand because there's been an update. This number just keeps going up, and you guys are awesome. I can't wait to see. Oh no! Deeble's blown up. I can't wait to see. Let's get to 2000 and see what happens after that. It will be magical, but until then, if you happen to subscribe, go ahead and please do, because there's more coming. Now, for today, I wanted to get started with a little bit of, I guess you'd call it housekeeping. Uh, First off, I am cooking lots and lots of sand into glass because I need glass. I need tons of it. Oh, I made a map of the area. It's lovely. But yeah, I need tons and tons and tons of glass because I have to make the smoke for the volcano, and I realized just how little glass that I had left. I mean, I've got a dub chest full of shulkers, but that's not going to last nearly as much as I expect it to. So what I'm going to do first, speaking of the volcano and glass, is I want to update you guys on the progress because a lot of work has been done out there. Let's go home. Volcano. You probably can already see there's some feathering down in the bottom right of the central square, and that's because, ooh, it's dark. It's dark under that map up there. And that is because we have managed to clear out all of the water from 1/8 of this build. It is completely drained. The ocean is empty in this wedge here. Goes all the way out to the edge of the circle, and this is quite the accomplishment. Let me do this so it doesn't take up my whole screen. Yeah, this is the way an old 1.12.2 ocean looks when it's empty. Not much going on, and that's all right. But this has been quite the undertaking, and without the help of Cuddles, for instance, I would not even be nearly this far along. I'd still be just plugging away at this, and I'd not be getting anything else done. So, uh, definitely a thank you to Cuddles for helping with this project. This is a remarkable feat, and I can't wait to see how it's going to turn out because I have a number of different things that I want to do to the environment, make a sort of a custom biome, so to speak, around it. And so there's a lot that I have planned. And did I just imagine a... No, I didn't. She has even begun work over here. This is something else. Oh, and she's just marking off the segments all the way around. Look at that. All the way to this diagonal. Neat. So there's just been a whole lot going on behind the scenes over here. That is cool. So let's go put this back on the wall. Home, home. But yeah, that's the progress. And I didn't want to spoil it for you, but she also put a map up, and actually now my map is more updated because she doesn't have that part, whereas I do. So there we go. That's the map. That's the progress. It's the exact same map, same level. It's just she went ahead and filled in all of the rest of that while all I did was walk around the edge of the tsunami. But as you can see, ooh, as you can see, I picked a place that was adequately far away enough from everyone and everything else. It's in the middle of the ocean, and it is near enough to land to be able to make some sort of connecting roads if I wanted to be able to allow access to it so people can visit. But that's something for future me. Whoa, that was a weird stutter. There has been another development that I need to preface with the demonstration of some sand. So let me go to a place where I have a bunch of sand, home desert. I have mentioned in a previous episode that I've received an UpGod Silk Touch shovel, and it is delightful. Oh, here, P time at noon. There we go. Let's not let it be nighttime. This thing is wonderful. Not only can it just tear through sand that fast, but usually when you're flying, you also have a huge slowdown in dig speed. But even though I'm flying, I am able to dig this fast with no problem, just tear through the sand, even if I fly at full speed. Ooh, that's some stuttering. Rubber banding. Hooray! Let's pick up any of that loose sand. Yeah, this is where I've been gathering some sand to get cooking and all that. Uh, so this is leading somewhere, I promise. Let's go back to the house. And we're going to go down here because this is where I have set aside the area for these trees to grow because I need a bunch of logs for the wall that's going to be, I'm turning the wall into bark for the hollow tree stump. And I'm going to be needing lots of spruce logs and lots of dark oak logs. And it was proving to take forever because, here, let me just get a stack of logs. Oops, because I want you to see this. Let's put out 2 rows of 32. All right, so here we have 2 rows of logs, and this is a netherite kit axe. Netherite is as high as it goes as far as kits. I'm not a netherite rank. I am still just the obsidian rank. Same thing as little cuddles. There is between us and netherite, there is bedrock, and you can see in the top left, slow gun is black and bedrock, and the netherite is sort of a gold, but it's big bold letters, and that's how you can tell. So this is a netherite axe, and bear with me, this will take a moment. I mean, it is much faster than you would expect from uh, a normally enchanted tool in Minecraft because this is efficiency 7. And efficiency 7 is great. It is fantastic. But if I want to be able to get millions of logs, that's just not gonna cut it. Cut it. Oh, where did I put it? Aha! Shadow has loaned me their efficiency 8 axe. It is the UpGod axe, and I want you to see this. This is amazing. I'm going to break one log. I'm holding down the dig. Let's just move the mouse onto it and show you that. Just broke it to nothing. It is just gone. Speaking of gone, where'd it go? Oh, it was just invisible. Neat. Now I'm going to run part the way down. Well, first I'll walk. And that's nice. Now I'll run. And then I'll fly. Now, flying makes it almost the same speed as the efficiency 7 was at full optimized digging power. But the beauty of this thing, and I apologize for the darkness, don't have light up here. The beauty of this thing is I can just tear through these trees like nothing. whole tree gone in just a few moments. This is just wonderful. I absolutely love it. And I just don't know what I would be doing if it weren't for the fact that I had it. Because ultimately, if I were to be using the Efficiency 7 Netherite axe for hours upon hours of doing this, it would take months, at least weeks, definitely weeks, but probably months to be able to get the amount of logs that I need to be able to build the entire uh, stump around this base. And it's not even like an exaggeration. It really is months worth of work that I would need to do just to get this in place. And with this new axe, this new Opgod axe, I am able to just tear through these trees like a hot knife through butter. And instead of months or weeks, I might be able to, if I just spend a few days of only chopping down trees, I might be able to have enough for the entire project just with this one axe. So if you're watching this, thank you a million times, Shadow. And if you're not, well then, I'll thank you in the next few times that I see you. But this is just a wonderful development. I am able to do my digging that I need to do, uh, and just get it done in pretty short order. Now, there has been another development that I'm going to have to show you over at Spawn. Here we are at Spawn. The birds are chirping and it is daytime and everything is lovely. If I do that, I'll just run into a pixel art. If I follow this path up here, I end up at Spawn Road. As you may recall from the first video in this series, the intro to Duck SMP, and this road is pretty long. The place that I'm going to show you isn't right next to Spawn, but it is a a nice location. There are places that are closer that I would love to have been able to get, but you get what you can, especially when it's on Spawn Road. And what I have gotten is this is the end of Spawn Road. This right here, it terminates there, and beyond there is more of the Spawn community. This is a sort of a museum of memories made by Limgo. Yeah, Limgo. And then, so that's the end of Spawn Road. And if I come up to, let's see here. Oh, oh, that's why I didn't recognize it. So Cuddles tore all of that down. Oh, okay. All right. Cuddles has been helping me behind the scenes with a bunch of different things. There was a claim here by someone who said that they were going to unclaim it. I said, I'll take it. And so here we have a 36 by 23. I thought it was 25, so it's even smaller than I thought, but that's fine. A 36 by 23 claim. Right behind it is Red Reaper. I might be able to get Red to let me annex this part here. And then this is someone who hasn't been on for over 2 years. And that's Red Reaper. Don't really need this side. And that's Gemlock. Gemlock has not been on for more than half a year. As a matter of fact, uh, Gemlock, if they ever do come on, I might try to work out a deal with them because home, or not home, let's go Spawn. Gemlock has a claim that I was actually hoping to get my hands on for the museum because it is very, very close to Spawn, but it's in the direction that is not customarily used by players. I mean, it's here, it's just not being used. That's Fire Rob. Is this the gem lock? No, no. Ah, this is it right here. This was 34 by 57, well, is, and this is gemlock. There's another gemlock space here, and this would have been absolutely perfect for the museum, but I, uh, I'm happy enough with what I've got. Because it's the opposite direction than most people will go when they pop in from spawn. Since most people, what they do is they come in here, they arrive at spawn, and they go that way. Brand new players come in, arrive at spawn, go this way, see that the only command is wild, and they type wild, and they go to that other wild server, which is not wilderness anymore. It's a whole other server, and we never see them again. So, what people do is they look at and do whatever is right in front of their face, almost exclusively. And this right here is where we lose most people, but people who get beyond that will come out here. They'll go that way. They will never know that that road exists. So I'm happier with the spot on that far end of Spawn Road than back over there. So, home museum. For today, what I want to do is clear this thing out. And that is going to be my goal. So I'm going to get to work. I'll be right back. With the help of the ever so lovely Cuddles, I have managed to clear out the entire place. Everything that was dug out of here has gone into these shulkers and these shulkers, and you can see that there are, well, more than a few. There are many blocks that were left behind, and there's a reason for that. That reason is this right here, these green guys. And if you still don't know what the reason is, I will show you. Let me get out my sword here, and I will break this block, and you can see that I'm actually breaking a stone pretty quickly with a sword. That's because these are all silverfish. There were more up here before I decided to leave these in to demonstrate just how full an area can get with silverfish. This is going to take a little bit more work for me to clear these out, but not a whole lot. I just wanted you to get a feel for them, see where they are, and see how random they come into the world. But also, this here, this addition to Bedrock or Spawn Road, has a feature that I was unaware of. There's access to this secondary road, and I'm thinking of actually putting it to use, maybe having some sort of lounge here or something so that players can come down and wander around, visit the neighbors. Like this is Wasamunub, however that's supposed to be pronounced. This is, oh, that's Red Reaper. There was an open one. Oh, this person blocked off the entrance. That's blocked off. Aha! There's an open one here belonging to someone that was on 17 days ago. So you can actually go around and visit neighbors if you come out at this level. I think that's pretty neat. I don't know what I'll do with that, but it's something to keep in mind, something that I can work with. Maybe I'll go down here and see which of these doorways. Wow. Sorry, which of these doorways are unclaimed, and see if I can have a little, like a secret room somewhere along the way that you can have access to if you come down here. Anyway, so the next thing that I'm going to be doing with this is Obviously, this wall is not going to be the wall in extremis for the structure. So I'm going to, after clearing out the rest of these blocks, get the silverfish out, clear the shulkers of mined out blocks from the area. I'm going to go through and just, I guess, build it with stone bricks should be adequate, at least for now. I might, for some of the walls in some locations, make it some other block bookcases or something like that. For now, I want it to be just, you know, non this. I might leave this part as is and open, but everything that is stone and naturally generated stuff is going to be covered up, and also so are these views into the neighbors' places. I need to get back to work in here, clear this stuff out, and start building the walls, and then I think that might be it for the day because this has been a pretty sizable project, all things considered. So I'm going to get to it. I will be back. Looking down at the bottom of this place, I'm reminded of back in Minecraft beta, like 1.8 and all that, where you could have these dark spots. And if you wanted it to not look dark, it wasn't actually dark. But if you wanted it not to look dark, you had to go place a torch or some other light changing block, or otherwise change the lighting in it, like break a block overhead so the sun can come in, and then all of a sudden that immediate area, and it wasn't like a whole chunk, it was just a little bit, like maybe that little dark spot down there. It, it would go, oh yeah, I've got light, and it would react accordingly. But I'm I'm just reminded of that. It's something that was fixed long time ago, and I only just now remembered it. But that's not a dark spot from that. That is some shulkers. And I have gone ahead and put walls in this whole place, and it is, for this stage, completely done. Um, you can see these little marks that I've put on the floor here, and what I plan on doing is making a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, perfectly 6 floor maze. Maybe even a 6 floor maze, or 7, I mean, such that the last little bit of it dumps into the lounge that this attaches to. That might be interesting, but we'll see. But for sure, it's going to be 6 floors tall. Each floor is going to be 4 blocks in height, so it has that larger feel to it. And this is where all of my bookcases are meant to be going. And it turns out I have a lot fewer bookcases than I anticipated. So there's going to be a lot of work going into this, but uh, what I will be doing is I might write a program to help with this, but I'm going to be using each of these as nodes, and then I guess also have maybe some wall nodes there just in case. But uh, ooh, I want to connect each floor to each other in no more than two, but certainly at least one uh, vertical route. And then on each floor, I want to have its own unique little maze, and everything is going to be bookcases and cobwebs and empty flower pots and skulls and things like that to make it look eerie and drab, and it's going to be disused. And I even have an idea for the start of the maze being at the bottom, having been a floor that collapsed, and this be the sort of underpinning underneath the maze, or underneath the archives itself, and have the maze start once you work your way to wherever, and then go up from there. But it's not going to be all that busy because these are going to be where the bookcase walls go. So it might connect here, or it might connect there, or it might connect there. And oops, and each one is going to be 3 wide like that. So this might be a bookcase here, and then you can see on the wall I have that, and then each little space is going to be 3 wide. Now here, because of the measurements, this part is going to be a 4 wide bookcase wherever anything happens to be here, but the walkways around it are still going to be 3 wide, and then everything else is going to be books. I'm even going to be replacing these with bookcases too. So there's going to be a little bit of change down here, but this is the meat and potatoes of the concept. But I need to make it 6, maybe 7 floors tall. Actually, what I might do is do the 6 and then design the lounge here and have this be part of the exit, but you can't actually get to the lounge or get from the lounge into the maze. You have to step on a wood pressure plate or something and have it come allow access this way, or maybe a button or something. I might make it exitable at this level. So I'm going to let the whole end of day thing happen here, and I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and call this part of the project done. I have some planning to do for the maze. I have some planning to do for the lounge. I have some measurements and planning to do for the things that are going to be happening on these layers, which are not going to be part of the maze. And then I have the rest of the museum to plan out. So this is today's project complete, or at least as far as this project is going to be for today. I dug it out with the help of Cuddles. I built the walls, and I went ahead and pre-measured for the maze and everything down there. Very productive day. I'm very, very happy with the progress. And also with the ocean, that's going along swimmingly. And the wood gathering and everything else, it seems that things are just uh, moving along nicely. So I'm very happy with that. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give a like. I do appreciate that, and it does help. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I am pushing ever forward for that 2,000 goal. And if you haven't subscribed, just a single click can make me that much closer. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.